This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
A man sporting a distinctive black T-shirt with a cartoon Moo Dang, that little cute little...
miniature hippo thing.
You love that little miniature hippo thing.
Oh, my God. It's so cute.
So we're in Thailand. Man sporting a Moo Dang T-shirt and the words, "Don't catch me" on it. He was swiftly apprehended by police after he was caught on CCTV stealing goods.
What kind of goods?
He was stealing them out of a motorcycle basket. The incident took place yesterday in front of a convenience store in the Raw Market in the Maka district.
I love that place.
We're in Thailand. They have great produce. Despite his attempt to appear nonchalant, he was unable to evade capture for more than an hour. Suspect casually approached a parked motorcycle outside the convenience store, taking a green plastic bag from the basket before calmly walking away. The owner of the motorcycle, a 55-year-old woman, returned to find her bag missing and promptly reported the theft to the police. Equipped with clear CCTV footage showing the suspect's action, they began their pursuit. Within an hour, they tracked down the suspect to a residence, and the man, identified only as Bo, was wearing the same shirt. Moo Dang. And upon confrontation, he admitted, "I did it." Upon meeting the victim, Bo immediately apologized, bowing his head in contrition.
Aww.
Well, then you gotta let him go.
Yeah.
Once you bow your head in contrition.
Right.
No.
You gotta be like, well, I think he's learned his lesson.
He's really sorry.
This guy, I mean, the most sorry.
Try it, right? They escorted him then back to the scene of the crime where his remorse, it was evident. Following this, he was taken to the police station after further questioning. And then
He's caned.
he was caned.
Yeah. Yep. That's how every story ends.
Yeah. And then the cane in there.
Mess
Like
around
that.
and find out,
That's the
bro.
only reason he was sorry is because he knew he was going to get caned.
He got a whipping.
What? I mean, how many? It depends on the crime, right? Before you, like, how many strokes you get, right? Obviously, right?
Yes.
It's got to be.
So they have to be strokes.
Stealing a bag.
Well, what would you call it?
Thwacks.
Thwack?
Thwacks. We got a couple thwacks.
You get 6 thwacks.
Strokes feels good.
Yeah, that sounds
I mean,
pleasurable.
strokes, like,
I might lead a life of crime after that. Give me about 6 to 8 strokes. We'll see how it
I'll
works.
take your strokes. Let's get this over with. Take
Right?
your strokes.
See?
I'm back out. I gotta get back out in these streets. Get these strokes over with.
That's right.
say thwack. I didn't say thwack. I said strokes, please.
Please,
right.
you thwack me. He said strokes. Like my lawyer.
Petty theft, you get a thwacking. So, yeah, that's how they do it in Thailand, y'all.
Yeah.
That's how they do it in Thailand. All right, let's take it to Connecticut, shall we? A man caught trying to steal tires from vehicles at an inn in Farmington was arrested after he slammed into a police cruiser. Police identified the suspect as 26-year-old Bryant Serrano.
His frontal lobe has just developed.
Oh, so, yeah, you should see his haircut, too. He's got the perfect bangs. Frontal lobe exposed. Got kind of a bowl going on. Around 1:45 a.m., officers said they found Serrano in the parking lot of the Hampton Inn. They said Serrano ignored commands to stop, and he tried to flee in an unregistered Toyota Avalon with misused plates. Oh, he's all about it. During his attempt to escape, Serrano collided with an officer's cruiser, which disabled the Avalon. They said Serrano then got out of the vehicle and fled on foot to the nearby woods. Officers responded and helped maintain a perimeter. The drone team was activated. The robots came after him and worked in conjunction with the Farmington Canine Unit. They found him hiding in the woods. He was taken into custody without further issue. He was charged with third-degree larceny, interfering with an officer, reckless driving, failure to renew registration, illegal operation of a motor vehicle without minimum insurance, improper use of marker plates, illegal operation of a motor vehicle under suspension, engaging police in a pursuit, and evading responsibility.
My God.
So there's degrees to larceny? Come on.
Many degrees.
I guess.
Like what?
Let me see that haircut.
You want to see that
Larceny is
haircut?
larceny.
Yeah. That's the new haircut.
That's the new haircut?
So you saying he got his haircut? He's like, I gotta get my haircut before I go and do all of this?
The dudes be doing that new haircut. I'm trying to find the name of it.
It's almost like a Caesar, but not. Almost like a bowl,
Yeah.
but not.
As long as you don't show talk about a crime and show a dude with an afro, I feel really good with these conversations.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
you did look
We'll
extra
keep that
comfortable in your
mind.
chair right there,
Yeah,
Kev.
buddy. Even a Jheri curl ain't gonna rattle me these days. curl, do the Jheri curl.
Where did that ever? What happened to that? What
the
happened to
Jheri
that
curl?
look?
Buddy, it's expensive and it messed up a lot of couches.
Amen to
Oh,
that.
let your soul
It messed up a lot of couches.
Oh, damn, that was good.
Because when that curl dried up, it looked like you had a drug problem and you just could not get your life together.
I
So,
hear it. I mean, some of you have to wear the cap for a while, right, till it dries up.
What do you mean to get it?
You know, the cap
Yeah.
over the curl.
Yeah,
that's
you put the
that's
cap
just to cover the drips, right?
That's to make sure it sets and doesn't get exposed or whatever. Like before you wore the cap like as a protective sealant, and then you remove the cap, and then obviously you're supposed to sleep with the cap on when you go to bed because
Oil slick.
oil slick, baby.
Yeah, you don't want that. You
Those
don't want
curls, man. I remember I used to see people with them. I was like, man, that looks great, but not great at the same time. And then it tailed off. It tailed off.
It's a look. It's a look, man.
It's a look.
It's a look.
It's the white guy's mullet.
Agreed. That's a good analogy. I like that.
The mullet is like so prevalent now.
Yeah.
It's back.
It's just-
Yeah, I guess it's not because Jheri curl ain't coming back.
No.
It is not coming back.
Yeah. The mullet is just, it's everywhere you look. And I don't know why. I have I make assumptions about your character immediately, and I need to stop because there's really nice people wearing mullets.
No.
Yes, there is.
That is not even remotely close to true.
Yeah.
You know what? When I see a person with a mullet, I'm not getting stock tips from them. I bet you, and I know they have a dresser drawer full of cutoff tees.
Man.
They do, but so do I.
Oh,
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm trying to justify it. Listen, D, is there something you want to get off your chest?
Check her flex right now. Show him your flex.
Oh my God.
Show him your flex. Look at that. Flex.
Oh my God.
The biatch just flexed on Bozeman.
I'm looking at it. I'm trashing it as I'm looking at it. Holy man.
Play the room, Kev. Play the room,
Gotta
bro.
read the room, bro. Gotta read the room. People with cutoff tees are low life. Well, funny you should say that. Because you have not noticed that this T-shirt I got on with a T-shirt over it is a cutoff.
And by the way, I do have a stock tip for you. What was I just reading about? There's a new tech company that Warren Buffett bought a bunch of. It's direct competitor of Mr. Elon Musk's aerospace. Hold on, let me find this. We were just talking about it yesterday. Me and my buddy that go back and forth about how we're so broke, but we just need to win big on one stock, dude. Here we go. Warren Buffett just bought $185 million in stock from HEICO, HEI. It's an aerospace SpaceX competitor. $245 per.
All right.
Game
I
on.
stand corrected.
Game on.
And then
Cut my theory up.
I have a penny stock too that's doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah. You killing it on the penny stocks? Good for you. I just give my money to
see what I'm saying now?
a guy.
Yeah. That's why I got to revisit. I see people with a mullet, and I'm like,
And you got to rethink your position.
I
on them.
do, yeah. But it's like a visceral, it's just.
Business in the front. Business in the front.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Any listeners out there with mullets and stock tips, please be heard. We want to hear from you.
We hear you. We want to be with you.
I saw one at the grocery store yesterday, and he was in charge of the grocery store. He was pointing at things, telling people what to do. So
Come on.
I mean it. I'm not even
on.
because I was impressed by this one. It had the
guy.
wave. The feathered back, everything.
It was layered.
It was something, dude. It was something. Caught in a windstorm. I don't even know.
All right.
All right, that Mississippi mud flap, we call it that.
That we can.
Is that
we
yes?
can, yeah.
Absolutely. the
Canadian
Mississippi
passport.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Kai's doing news. We have Kevin Bozeman in studio. He's got his,
That's news.
his Thanksgiving,
Newsflash.
Thanksgiving Eve show coming up at the Comedy Club on State. There's still a few tickets left.
Yep. KevinBozeman.com for tickets or MadisonComedy.com. Go to KevinBozeman.com because I need that traffic, boo.
All right.
Nice. We'll do a little music news today. All right. Dave Grohl's wife, Jordan Bloom, is healing after her husband's shocking baby announcement. Source tells People magazine that Bloom, 48, had time to process everything nearly 2 months after Grohl announced that he'd become the father of a baby girl with a woman outside the couple's 21-year-old marriage.
Dropping loads.
Dude. She doesn't.
crazy.
She doesn't want to make any hasty decisions since it's affecting their girls, the source says of Bloom, who shares daughters Violet, Harper, and Ophelia with Grohl. She's still unhappy and not wearing a wedding ring, but things have calmed down, and she's leaning on friends. Another source told People that although Grohl
She
and...
needs a good lesbian friend right now.
Oh, boo. I know somebody.
Get in that family. Get in that family.
Come here, girl.
Another source told People that although Grohl and Bloom have been spotted in recent weeks without their wedding rings, Grohl loves his family and is doing whatever he can to keep things intact.
Yeah, what else is he going to say?
Right.
You know, it was just time for me to get another family. What do you want me to do? What you expecting me? Me and my family. We had a good run.
It's time for another one.
It's time for another one.
Yeah, I don't. If you're of, I mean, I suppose whatever. Hindsight's 2020. But why wouldn't you have snip so you could be dropping loads? If you're a load dropper at that level,
right?
Why aren't you shooting blanks?
If you're dropping loads at that level.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Listen, man, it's just a classic case of the side piece becoming the main dish. You like, man, dude,
I'm sure.
right?
I'm sure
These
that's
truffle fries are amazing, right? And now you just
You
like,
better
I want
like
truffle
'em.
fries. I don't want nothing else. Done with meat. Truffle fries.
Yep, that's so true.
That's exactly what happened. But yeah, you're correct. I got plans to get snipped, and 1st of December, I'm getting snipped. I'm going in.
Is this your sign that you're dropping loads everywhere?
No, I'm not dropping loads everywhere, but you know,
Yeah.
I got loads. I ain't dropping them, but I got loads.
Rather have blanks than have loads.
Yeah.
Might as well just blank it out. I'm getting snipped.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it doesn't take long, and the healing process isn't that terrible. Lance went and had it done in the middle of the morning show, and came back and finished the morning show.
You just can't keep doing anal. You know what I'm saying?
Who says? Take that back, Kev. Take that back.
And this is where he loses sponsors.
We don't have any. It's fine.
Oh, everybody wins.
Victory!
Yep.
Too many loads have been dropped on the sponsors.
You know, a wise man once said, dude, what's wrong? Why don't you just rap the rascal?
You know, right?
Come on. Rap the rascal, bro.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Well, it's just so.
Who lives that life? That's gross.
It's so crazy because he's an older gentleman, so you would think the risk reward calculation would be finely tuned, right? Like, be like,
Listen.
dude, I have all this stuff.
Listen, man. I for some men, it's like when you get snipped, it is you're almost taking away their manhood.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not even like a thing of smarts. It's like almost like a psychological thing where it's just like that'll never happen to me.
Right.
I would not be. They think they want to enjoy it. They think it's different. Like, but a man being snipped is it's a thing, dude. I know a lot of people that won't do it because they attach it to their manhood, and
Okay.
I'm sure I bet that's a factor for him.
Agree, dude. Yeah, you take away your virility. You're just not there anymore. You won't be into
especially if you're getting older and you don't like the fact that you're getting older. One of the things you're going to do to keep yourself young is keep your loads.
I want to believe everything you say right now. You're you're totally right.
I'm on point.
God dang.
I'm on point. And I haven't even had coffee yet.
It's coming. It's coming, sweetheart. It's coming.
But this water is delicious. 24 ounces.
It's good to stay hydrated.
Wah.
All right, we got one more here. This one, story from earlier. Maybe it was yesterday. I heard you guys were talking about 4 members of As I Lay Dying. Tim Lambesis.
My God. Yeah.
Quit the band over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Frontman Tim Lambesis insists the Metalcore act will continue. He revealed his plans and shared details of his bandmates' departures in a lengthy statement via Instagram.
Yeah.
As previously reported, members Ryan Neff, the bass, Nick Pierce, the drummer, Ken Susi, the guitar, all exited as I Lay Dying a couple of weeks ago.
And the tour manager quit weeks before that.
And then last week, longtime guitarist Phil Scrosso, how do you spell that? Scrosso? Okay. He also departed. And
what can you guys deduce from that? What is that saying?
Well, there's one common denominator.
Seems pretty common.
The one guy
and it's
standing.
the guy. So this fella, this Tim Lambesis guy, he was in prison for a while because he hired a hitman to kill his ex-wife.
Oh.
And get this, he met the hitman who was an undercover cop at the Barnes & Noble.
Oh, man.
And he gave the hitman $1,500. And I was like...
Yeah, $1,500? Man.
I would, first of all, if I'm meeting a hitman somewhere, I'd be like, can we meet somewhere a little more sketchy than the Barnes & Noble?
Right.
You know?
Of course you don't. I mean, unless it's the magazine section.
Okay.
I want to meet you guns and ammo.
I was going to think cookbooks. He's cooking up a scheme.
But I would say then shame on the band for getting with that dude.
For staying with him, right?
For getting with him, so he was with the band was together when he made the
yeah. So the band was together and they were successful, and the dude was married, and then they adopted these kids, and then he put out the hit on his then wife, and I'm like, what kind of hitman are you going to hire for $1,500? Right. That should have been a red flag.
I thought it was just like a down payment. Mm-mm. No, it's $1,500.
And then he got found guilty and went to prison, and then he requested that he get steroids because he's a big lifter dude and he was doing steroids, and he didn't want to get bitch tits in prison because then he would be,
right. Turned out.
Yeah.
Fresh fish.
Totally. Back to clean buttholes. And
I got
so then he served his time, he got out, and these people the main guitarist stayed with him or whatever, and then I think the other people were new. They were with him for 3 years or whatever.
Right.
And they just recorded this record Through the Storm or some crap like that. And now they were supposed to be on this European tour, and it all fell apart. He's a turd.
I mean,
how many signs do you need?
Everything about this story is just mired in pure dysfunction.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There's no like, but maybe you can see it's just all just pure dysfunction. The only thing that could be, but the guy that was with him was just like, I know, man. But that voice, his voice is amazing. Like it's whatever.
Right. It's complete dysfunction.
People, listen, nothing shocks me anymore. I'm telling you right now, you cannot shock me with any news that you share the rest of my life. Anything that you tell me, I'll be like, yeah, it tracks.
I'm in the same boat, dude.
You cannot. There's nothing you can tell me. I'm telling you, there's nothing you can tell me. If I found out that right now half of this country is actually Skrulls, like Marvel Skrulls, and they're all aliens and they have infiltrated, I'll be like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. Now I see it. Yeah, right, totally.
Yeah, nothing.
Same.
Yeah. So this makes perfect sense to me. that a guy tries to kill his wife, and then only after he comes out that the band realizes this is not a good dude.
Right. Right. Yeah, the guitarist says, what did he say here? His quote is, and then I'll read his explanation. Oh, the guitarist Phil says, "As I Lay Dying no longer offers a healthy or safe environment for anyone involved." That's why all the people are leaving. And here's the statement. "I needed some time to process all that has happened recently with As I Lay Dying. As I reflect, I certainly agree that there was an unhealthy environment that made leaving for a new tour with the previous lineup unrealistic. It had become difficult to figure out even the smallest details, and I admit I can stick strong to my vision for the future of As I Lay Dying, even when others think it should go another direction. Saddens me to think about the behaviors, communication, and patterns of interaction that led up to the tour cancellation. Phil and I no longer saw eye to eye personally, creative, or financially." Oh, financially's in there too. "Discussions during the time prompted his decision to depart first, with each of the touring members deciding to leave shortly after, as they were not interested in going on without him. Unfortunately, that wasn't the order in which everything was made public, as some statements were rushed out during the chaotic time in response to rumors."
Well, here's the thing. This also got to be factored in. Anytime they got into an argument, I'm sure they was like, "Oh, we gonna have me killed, bro?"
Right.
Totally.
"Oh, you gonna have me killed, bro? Is that what it's gonna do? Do I got to watch my back? Just let me know."
"Every little time I got a problem, you always bring up the killing thing. What's the big deal? Just sit back and play the guitar, bro."
There's no taking of responsibility in his statement at all.
No.
And I feel like everybody knows a Tim. You know what I mean?
Everyone knows Tim. That should be a T-shirt. That should be a T-shirt. Everyone knows a Tim.
Where you're just like, yep, of course he didn't say sorry.
And
there's no apology in that, dude.
No, he says, "I fully support each guy's decision to leave, and I believe at this time it's best for everyone. With that being said, my door will always remain open to discussing anything directly."
Right.
And as I
I'm
believe...
sure he thinks that statement is a very nice, statement.
He gave it to. Here's the thing. He gave it to someone to proofread and be like, "What do you think?" And somebody's like, "Yeah, man, let's go with it." Because you just don't. He didn't write that. He did not write that. Someone wrote that for him.
Right.
And
They're like, "Are you going to say you're sorry?"
They probably had some. They probably had some like attrition written in there where he was apologetic. He's like, "No. You get that out of there. Right. Rewrite.
Don't show weakness, bro. Don't show.
Right. I'm Tim.
So this is the best part of this.
I am him."
Here he goes. "For anyone who is familiar with the foundational years from 2000 to 2004, that's a ways back now, dude, 20 years. You know that more than 20 people who I'm incredibly grateful for have come and gone to bring life to this vision I've had in my head since I was 19. Mm-hmm. I look forward to building a new team and creating an atmosphere that is supportive, positive, and fosters a creative environment."
Bro, I don't know who's going to work with you at this point.
Listen, as a person who's in entertainment, and I know that people, I know a lot of comics that would do a lot of things to get stage time. If people want an opportunity to be in a band and be on tour, they're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. They may not be the most talented of people, but he is going to have another band.
Yeah.
That is facts.
Agreed.
It's not going to even be difficult either. It's going to happen fairly quickly.
You got to imagine band practice stressful as hell all the time.
Well, every one of their statements mentioned something about how they couldn't stay with the band because they were unable to maintain their personal integrity while being in the band, or it was compromising their mental health, or what, there was always something in there about integrity and health and positivity and all. So what the hell is he doing there? And then it was weird too, because his wife did a post, not the one he tried to kill, new wife, that said, "Despite rumors, I want to make it clear that I am not being abused." And I was like,
"Jeez,
okay."
That's random.
Like, wild card. Like, what's going on here? Yeah. So, I don't know. It's drama, and I love other people's drama.
Glad it ain't mine.
You know what? I do love drama, but I don't love drama when you get angry at just how people respond and go about their business. Like it's like that dude he's clearly not a positive dude.
Right.
What does he bring to the table that's worth it?
Right. Well, and then I'm like, there's so many other bands that are positive and are, interacting positively with each other and their fans and the world in general. Like, so then I'm like, can we make space for those bands instead?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why do we have to make time for Tim?
Why?
Because people like seeing, to your point, people like dumpster fires.
Right.
I've never been a dumpster fire. Like I like being my dysfunction. I like hanging out with couples that I know are unhappy. That is pure joy. Oh. That is pure joy. When I see two people and I know they're trying to fix it, and I know that they can't fix it, that's great. That is great. Because I remember when I was at your wedding and you were looking at me like you were better than me because you guys found each other. And now look at you. Now look at you. Hanging out on my couch, drunk on Jameson in the middle of the afternoon. I know who you are. I love that. Like that's the kind of dysfunction I need.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Well, this one's in honor of us sitting here waiting for our delivery. Starting on November 7th, tomorrow, when Starbucks launches its holiday menu, it will stop charging you extra for ordering your drink with non-dairy milk.
Oh, wow.
The move will affect all company-owned and operated Starbucks locations in the U.S. and Canada, and it is not a limited-time deal. It's ongoing. Oh. The change is part of a move by the new chairman and CEO, Brian Niccol, to speed up the ordering process to alleviate some of the workload for harried, Harried?
Harry?
H-A-R-R-I-E-D? Harried? Starbucks baristas. And to get their customers their orders in 4 minutes or less, brewed coffee will now be delivered at the register, and customers will be able to add their own milk and sweeteners at the condiment stations that Starbucks is putting back into their stores.
Oh,
Listen,
they took them away because COVID.
If they're not bringing back the potato chives bake, I don't want to hear it.
Explain.
Well, I guess you won't hear it then.
You guys ever had a potato and chives bake?
No.
It's a little square of deliciousness
At the Starbucks?
at the Starbucks.
And they took it away from you.
They took it away, dude. They brought it out and then they took it away, and it was crazy. And like Canada, they got them everywhere, but here, States, you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying.
Pack up the truck,
The
Kev.
best thing that they got, you guys aren't even aware of it.
Off to Winnipeg we go, bro.
Telling you, dog. Winnipeg, be on it.
Starbucks says it will also ease beverage order personalization. Core to the Starbucks experience is the ability to customize your beverage to make it yours. By removing the extra charge for non-dairy milks, we are embracing all the ways our customers enjoy their Starbucks. And they're going to go back to misspelling your name on the cups. I heard that as well.
Yeah.
So
I heard that was intentional.
there we go. Okay, here's another one. Woman buys pack of 5 Reese's peanut butter cups, all missing
Peanut butter.
peanut butter. A woman opened a 5-pack. Who's buying a 5-pack of Reese's cups?
Why is it 5?
I didn't even know they sold 5 cups. I thought there were like 3 cups and 2 cups.
Yeah, as king size cups, it's like 3, right?
I thought so. This one's a 5er.
A 5er.
No. Only to find each one was missing peanut butter.
So she bought a Hershey bar.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
When Vivian
Flawed.
DeWolka, a 37-year-old Reddit user, reached for a 5-pack of Reese's peanut butter cups to ease her workday stress, she wasn't prepared for what would become a viral candy catastrophe. I figured it was a one-off, so I bite into the next one. Nope, no peanut butter. Well, there's no way I'll get 3 in a row, right? Humorously recounting her quest through all 5 cups, each solid chocolate without a trace of peanut butter. sharing her experience on Reddit. Mildly interesting. Sub, Vivian's story struck a chord with 100,000 upvotes. I don't know what that means. I don't play on Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
She got upvoted 100,000 times. Is that good?
Yeah, that is good. Thank you, Elizabeth Mary. She's the sweetest lady on the planet.
Oh, my
Thank
God.
you.
We just got our coffee delivery. Did you get your non-dairy milks, Kevin Bozeman?
Buddy, look, I am so happy. We got dairy.
I like dairy.
We got dairy for sure. We got heavy dairy too.
We tootin'.
Half and half, buddy.
We tootin', buddy.
Like we can't. This is how you.
Hand me my-
One, maybe it's a sign that she got. Maybe it's a sign that she didn't have peanut butter and chocolate. Maybe this was the fat gods telling her stop.
That you just get pure chocolate,
Right?
you bitch. No protein.
Right? Yeah. How do you just? I'm still caught on the fact of how you buy a five pack and what's the stress for her
God
job?
damn,
What does
that's-
she do?
So, like,
Is she landing planes?
She works as an assistant director at a tour operator, Orbridge, and was hoping for a momentary escape from her hectic work schedule and explained she'd been working 11-hour days recently, Kevin. She's been stress eating to cope. They give you her explanation.
she has to operate a bridge.
It's a tour operator, Orbridge is the name of the company.
Oh.
And she's been working 11-hour days. And she really had to stress.
Well,
Tip-
honey,
So that's one every 2 hours, basically. One square every 2 hours.
so what is, so I'm trying to think. I think a 2-pack is like 220 calories. Right? So, like,
A 2-pack, yeah.
yeah.
So she's at 5:30. 5:30.
That's a lot.
That is.
And the only thing that was remotely healthy has been removed.
It's been removed.
Here she said, typically I go...
remotely healthy.
Remotely. Typically, she says, I go for sour gummies at the Dollar Tree. But they had this big Halloween candy
China.
setup.
Yeah.
A 5-pack of Reese's for $1.25. Sign me up, she recounted.
Jesus, this lady needs to calm down.
On this faithful Wednesday morning, an accidental cup of caffeine-free tea had already set an ominous tone for her morning. Things are starting to really devolve.
Ted was on it. Ted goes, there's 5-packs at the Dollar General. They were all on it.
Oh.
If she'd have said Dollar General up front, then we would have been like, oh, all right.
Makes sense. What about that story where they found pee on all the candles?
Right.
They had a Dollar Tree peer in the candles.
Wait, what?
So this lady went to a Dollar Tree, and her child grabbed a candle off the thing and was like, Mommy, can I smell this candle? And she tipped it, and a liquid came pouring out. And they were like, weird. So they went to another candle, and the baby tried it again, and another pee-pee. Well, they didn't know it was pee at the time until halfway through the store, she starts walking, and the smell comes out that doesn't smell like candle. She's like, weird, these candles have liquid in them. They found out there was a guy who habitually would come to that store and pee in the candles every day.
Wow.
Okay.
Right.
Brian texted in and said, aren't the foot-long Reese's 5 cups? No, they are 6.
Oh.
Okay.
Not at the Dollar General.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
guess the five is just a one-off at the Dollar General. Man, oh man.
Oh, the story gets better.
Okay.
So
I
Richard-
don't know how it could.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Hang on. Just hang on. So reaching for her Reese's, she was anticipating that familiar rush of peanut butter, only to be met with disappointment bite after bite. I just wanted that hit of PB, she explained. But they have all come up solid chocolate bricks. I despair a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Adding to the hilarity, Vivian reached for some peanut butter M&Ms to compensate, only to discover one of those also lacked peanut butter.
What is happening?
Following the advice of her Threads followers, Vivian messaged Reese's about her misfortune and was promptly offered a coupon. I thought maybe a couple hundred people would see it and giggle and move on, she reflected. But it's kind of taken a life of its own. It went viral. Messages poured in from factory workers, Reese's enthusiasts, and one surprising contact claiming to be from Hershey's marketing department, interested in connecting directly. One fan even offered to buy a peanut butter cupless one of the peanut butterless cups as a novelty item, covering shipping and adding an extra $5 on the side. Redditors weighed in on the debacle and shared similar experiences. I can sense the desperation growing with every bite in this picture. I thought a box of 48 tampons with no cotton once. Oh, a lady says she bought a box of 48 tampons with no cotton. That was fun, she said.
That's expensive.
So what is that, just a cardboard tube?
You just get the applicators? Jesus
That
Christ.
that's got a hole in it, right? That doesn't hold any liquid.
Yeah, no, that's worthless.
Oh, my God.
You're just dripping going back to the store.
Every day's a heavy day.
Oh, my God.
You got that right.
In a welcome twist, Reese's sent Vivian 5 jars of Reese's peanut butter in a hamper with a handwritten note. She shared the gift in a follow-up post, which garnered 52,000 votes. Oh, I don't know. See, I don't do Reddit. I got to get up on there. So they didn't say what the letter said,
it's
but
kind of like a like.
it is. Okay.
It's an upvote.
Upvote, yes. Those are just likes. That's
Like an
all
update.
Yeah.
Vote.
I mean, you got to differentiate yourself from the other applications, so you have an upvote.
I like it.
That's all it is.
I like it.
That's all it is.
So she got her peanut butter.
Yeah.
They didn't send her any cups. They sent her jars of peanut butter.
They
I mean,
figured
she's
she had
set on
chocolate.
Who's buying a bitten chocolate?
Some weirdo.
Cup.
Some weirdo.
I mean, listen, nothing shocks me. Nothing
Right,
shocks
see?
me anymore.
Here we are.
Pissing in a candle, all chocolate, no peanut butter. It fits.
I remain unshaken, dude.
It's
It
freaking
fits.
pandemonium.
It fits. That tracks.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
All right, something here. After years of struggling with the Holmes legacy, the owner of the Goonies house in Astoria, Oregon, he made a big sale. The iconic home was sold in November for $1.65 million to entrepreneur and Goonies superfan Bayman Zachary. I put it up on what you call a vision board, Zachary said.
Oh, boy.
In the house from, which is...
Do you have a vision board?
I do not have a vision board. Here's something else going to be a shocker to you guys. I've never seen Goonies.
I never have either.
Look at us, the rebels. That's who we are.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's shocked over there.
It's white chocolate.
White chocolate is shocked.
White chocolate just got bitch slapped, man. What, are you kidding me?
Never seen Goonies.
You've never seen Goonies.
Ah, man.
What a miraculous movie that is. Oh, my God. You guys got to go do it. Put it on your vision board.
I bet you it doesn't hold up.
Mm-hmm. Like now.
Yep.
Well,
Go back and watch
you're
it
going to
now.
have to take yourself back to your...
I bet you it doesn't hold up.
Maybe
I
your
bet you it doesn't
13-year-old
hold up.
self.
I bet you it doesn't hold up.
12 or 13. Put yourself in, little 12-year-old Kevin Bozeman.
Home Alone holds up.
No.
Right.
Goonies will hold up. Guaranteed.
Home Alone holds up.
It's Spielberg. Isn't it Spielberg? I think it's Spielberg.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I ain't never watched it.
Right.
What kind of lives did you lead?
Interesting.
Thug
one.
life.
Sloth?
I can't say. I was in the middle of the country. I didn't have thug life.
Life.
Oh,
Thug
man.
life. Go watch Goonies, player.
Thug life. All right, stand corrected. All I can tell
Better
you...
give it the program, White Chocolate.
All I got to tell you is sloth loves chunk, man. Sloth loves chunk. All right. So anyways, it's a big Victorian house in the hills in Astoria, Oregon. Sold for $1.65 million. He said, I asked to own the guy who bought it. I asked to own the Goonies house from the universe, and I took all the steps necessary in my power, working hard 6-7 days a week and saving so that if I ever became for sale, I'd have a shot at buying it. The house came with some drama, however, with the people in the neighboring house putting up a sign that reads, Goonies not welcome. Shortly after his arrival at the house, a nod to the steady stream of fans who drive by to see the structure. How is that possible, and why would somebody think that? Why would you want to live in this neighborhood knowing for the last 38 years one of the greatest, most iconic movies of all time that you two have never seen, which freaks me out. Holy cow. The Fratellis. You don't know the Fratellis?
No.
You ever seen Throw Mama from the Train?
Oh, yeah. I
Remember that scared old lady?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
She's the head of the Fratellis, which is a mob family. She's the strong-willed mom who slaps her boys up.
See? Look,
And they're a couple of bumbling thieves.
buddy, look like we don't even have to see it. You just gave us the whole movie right there, right? We got it.
But then there's the pirate ship and the deformed brother.
Can you see how we tapped out?
The group of
Really not?
kids. The group of kids making out, dude, in the cave. The booty traps. You've never heard that term. Everybody running around saying booty traps.
Nah, dog.
You've never heard that.
Nah, dog.
What kind of America is this?
Well, great question. That's a great question. I'm going to tell you, look. You know what else holds up easily? Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Word.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Bill and Ted's Excellent
Word.
Adventure.
These are all in the same vein, guys. A little bit more, a little fantasy for the... Okay, I'm done. Okay. Anywho, the owner. So the neighbors are hanging threatening signs to the people of Goonie fans coming by to check the house out, right? Because they've been annoyed for 38 years, apparently. New owner, Zachary, hung his own sign reading, "Hey, you guys, Goonies are welcome." And a friend of his reportedly bought the house in between the two, hanging his own sign that points at the detractor's house. And it reads, "Ignore Karen."
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
that's the best part of the story. Neighbors continue to argue that the attraction amid residential homes is unwelcoming and inconvenient for everyone else, and that it's meant to be purely a residential property.
Yeah.
He wants...
So a lot of these places go through that, though, like the Breaking Bad house.
yeah.
And everybody's throwing pizza on top of it. Do you remember
Totally,
that whole
yep.
thing? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Amityville house. I know a lot of people go to that one. And the Home Alone house.
The Home Alone house,
Yeah.
for sure.
Which is legit. That house is nice.
That house is nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did they turn that one into an attraction? Or is it still a residential?
I mean,
home?
that's in the hood. I mean, like the neighborhood. I don't think it's. I don't know if people live there or not. That's a great question.
I think it just went up for sale not too long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be for sale right now.
What's it going for?
5.2.
What's the square footage on that house?
30.
9,126.
It's a lot of house.
That's a big house.
It's a lot of house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of house.
It's nice. They redid the inside. It looks nice.
Yeah, you got to redo it. I mean, you can't have the '90s look. You know what I'm saying? You got to modernize your house.
Yeah. It's been up on the market though.
I wonder if it has bidets
Something's
in it.
got to be. It's got to.
It's got to have a bidet in it.
Solid
It's been on the
gold,
market
high
since-
pressure.
Since August 30th though, something's up.
Nobody's buying a $5 million house. I mean, that's what's up. It's a $5 million house. I think Jordan's house just finally sold.
Yeah. For
And here's
like 20 mil less than...
Yeah, dude. It was
Yeah.
on the market for like when he left Chicago.
Yeah.
Fine. Put that on your vision board, bitch.
Damn. What's got a vision board?
I have a vision board.
I got a to-do list in my notes on my phone, but that's it.
I have a vision board, but I need to update it.
What?
Well, it's like more of a. It's kind of a goals board, I suppose.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like a
vision board. I mean, everybody's like, New Year's Eve, like these are the things I'm going to do. I'm like, less five count Reese bars. Like it's just, but a vision board, I just think like if you got to trick yourself into doing stuff by having a vision board, then I just think you're just having unrealistic conversations with yourself.
Yeah. So I have on mine, well, it's like debt free by 2033. So I remember that. And then I have on there like different things that I want to do.
Free by 2033? What do you mean?
Debt free.
Debt free.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but obviously not my house, but like other stuff,
Right. I got you.
And so,
Dude, what are you doing with your credit cards, yo? You like, I'm going to have to pay it off in 9 years.
Well, I have, and then I have another personal loan, and then I have my kid screwed up their student loan stuff, so I have a personal student loan that I'm co-signed on, so I want that off of there. Yeah.
I got you.
Hold on, I'm meditating to get rid of the anxiety that's building.
Yeah, right. This vision board sounds like a stress board. And it's just every day you walk past reminding yourself of like, I gotta still do this.
I think you just smashed the vision board idea there.
Dude.
Huh?
No vision board, dude. Either do or don't do.
As a do or do not board.
Yeah, dude. Just I'm gonna do it.
My vision board is very nearsighted. I don't get past today.
Yeah.
So.
No,
Magic 8 Ball.
Magic 8
son,
Ball.
you ready?
Go.
Let's plan our stuff. Let's go. Let's take it on tour.
Yeah.
Now, I think like my things are basic. Like got to make sure that I'm spending time writing. That's it. Just got to make sure I'm just doing the everyday stuff.
Is that a daily for you?
No, I don't write daily, but I'm always thinking. Like my clock is always on. Like my computer comic brain is always on. I'm always looking for things to happen that I can turn it into funny. But then I do, like when I'm on the road, I'll go post up at a coffee shop and then just crank out an hour or two writing.
Nice.
Other than that, man, basic. Because you know why? If I had a vision board, I'd be just like D. I'd be stressed out. I'd be like, you're not doing what you said you were gonna do, and then you get depressed, and then that's when you start daydreaming.
I think you're looking at the vision board incorrectly. Like it's not. It's supposed to help you with like manifesting positive thoughts and positive.
Well, I'm very well aware of what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
You're taking the negative route.
Listen, dude, I just saw your face as you were picturing your vision board, and I would say I'm taking the stress on your face is not saying that this is manifesting positive thoughts.
My child student loan.
You're like, oh my anxiety.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.